Hello, Andrews. Specifically, the parents and graduates of our Andrews Education Center. I want to touch base with you and talk about graduation for just a second. I know that the goal for us to get some information out to you now so that you can plan, so that you can make some arrangements, and also just have some answers to some of the questions you have. But we do hope that you are safe, you are healthy. We know this is a unique time and a lot of things that are out of our control. So we're about a month away from the AEC graduation, and so we want to help parents plan and make arrangements. And so the AEC graduation is set for Saturday, May the 23rd. And in a perfect world, we would have that graduation in the Performance Center, and parents and families could all come in, and there wouldn't be a limit to who could come, and so that would all go well. Right now, with the restrictions on gathering that we have put upon us by just the local authorities, the state authorities, to stay safe, we don't know what that's going to look like because things could change between now and May the 23rd. So we want to get details to you. We know things can change, but at least this way you can plan. And if travel is allowed, then you can still have people traveling. So our goal, just like for the Andrews High School graduation, the goal for the AEC graduation is to have a ceremony of some kind. And so the kids deserve it. They've worked hard. So regardless of the amount of work that it takes on our part to coordinate it all, we hope to be able to have a ceremony as much as we are allowed to do for our kids. Now, traditionally, the AEC graduation has been inside. So some of the restrictions may be that we have to move it outside. I don't know. But we will still target the May the 23rd. So when you're talking with your families and coordinating who might be able to come, we're still going to stick with that date. There are places out there that have moved the date back to see if less restrictions could be put in place. And that's true, but we also know that the farther back you move the date and the ceremony, then the less significant it becomes. The timing is important. So let me go over a couple of options that we're working on. Again, nothing is set in stone, nothing is firm, but we do have some plans in place so that you guys can at least plan. So if everything is back to normal, if everything is relaxed and there's no major gathering restrictions, there's no social distancing, if that's the case, then on Saturday, May 23rd, we could then still have the graduation in the concert hall, and families could come, and it would be a normal ceremony. We would live stream it for people who might not feel comfortable coming into that setting, so people could watch it at home. But I don't know if everything goes back to normal in a month. So we could do that if we're allowed, but there may be some restrictions. So maybe we have to do that very scenario that I just described, but maybe we have to move it to Mustang Bowl. We can do that. There may be some restrictions on the number of people outside of the students. There may be some restrictions of how many family members can come, not from us, but maybe from how many can gather together. So another example of what we could have is if it's allowed inside or if it's required to move outside, maybe we're only allowed to have 4 family members attend per graduate. Maybe we're only allowed 2 family members per graduate. We don't know because we still have some time. But if that's the case, then that's what we would do in order to have a ceremony. We'd still live stream that, whether it's from the concert hall or the Mustang Bowl. But we would follow those guidelines, whatever we're allowed to do. There may be a case where the restrictions are still in place where we're not allowed to have parents come into the ceremony. Maybe we're just allowed to have the students go through the ceremony and then video it or live stream it and let people watch. We could do that. We could have it set up in the concert hall or outside at Mustang Bowl, just the students. We could do the ceremony, allow the speeches, have everything normal, except not have parents there, and video or live stream that to the homes. It's not ideal. That's not what we would choose. But if those are the restrictions that are in place, then that's what we could do. Now, if the restrictions are still like they are today, then what we could do is the days leading up to that Saturday, we could have individual students or maybe even small groups, depending on what it is. We could have them, the students, come up and actually go through the process in cap and gown across the stage, receive their diploma, go back and sit down, and we could video that whole thing. We could still have students give speeches, or the principal or the speakers could speak. We could record all that, and our technology people could splice, merge, combine, whatever they do to video to make it look like one continuous ceremony. We would then release that on Saturday, May the 23rd, and then the families could watch that video with their families at home, with the graduate at home, in whatever manner they see fit. Now, that's not ideal. We'd love to have a full-fledged, normal, regular ceremony, but depending on the restriction that's put in place, we will then try to hold as much of a normal ceremony as we can. When we talk to people in the community and we talk to teachers and graduates, and they're basically hoping that we can do a ceremony as much as normal and as traditional as possible. There's other people, other places that have chosen to do use cars and drive through and all of those, and those are fine, but those aren't traditional and those aren't normal for Andrew. So we hope that we can do something normal. So the goal today was to get you information so the graduates of Andrews Education Center and the parents of graduates of the Andrews Education Center could make plans and still target May 23rd and know that we're either going to have a normal ceremony or we're going to have a hybrid of some sort that allows certain people in, depending on what we're allowed, or if the restrictions are still heavy in place, then we'll have a video stream of it with a normal ceremony of some sort. So if there's other restrictions that are put in place and we're not allowed to do any of that, then we'll see. But those are the plans right now. We do anticipate that moving forward, we wouldn't have more restrictions. We believe there will be less. So we just wanted you to know so you could plan for Saturday, May the 23rd. I wanted you to know that we do have plans in place, and we do have we tweak and we work on the concepts of graduation every day. We will have a finalized plan in the days to come, but we wanted to get this to you so you could make a plan, because we know that families need to set things up. You want to have ceremonies, you want to have parties for your graduate, and so we want to do that, and we can set that date and be firm on that, and then move forward with the details of the plan. So we hope you are safe. We hope you are healthy. Again, we hope this helps. Again, nothing is set in stone, nothing is firm, other than we are working, and we are going to leave it on May the 23rd. So we hope you're having a great day and a great week, and it is indeed a great day to be a Mustang, and so we hope you are well. Take care.